What is up, YouTube? And it is good to have you back for another one with us, the Review Bros. My name's Aaron, and today we're looking at a pre-workout coming from Australia.
Godshot.
Now, we know things are pretty strict over there in terms of the supplement market. They've got quite stringent laws on ingredients and things they can put into their products. So how is this honestly going to compare to pre-workouts from around the world? We're going to get into the usuals. The taste, price, label, effects. Sum it off with our honest, final verdict. Does it truly deliver that
Godshot.
And if you're new here, please do give us a thumbs up. Really helps the video build up. And please subscribe and drop comments below if you want. But yeah, all of the good stuff, and we do appreciate it so much. First up, as always, taste and mixability of the product. Probably the least important, but we still go through it nonetheless. So it comes in two different flavors. It comes in Silver Haze, and it comes in this one that we have today, Fractal Punch, which I am presuming is a fruit punch, but let's see. So it comes in a 30 or 60 serving amount, half a scoop for 60, a full scoop for the 30. You guys, you know the drill. We always do things in a maximum servings here. So that's a full scoop, which weighs only 7.8 grams. And I can tell you that's dead flat on our scales. You do want to weigh your supplements out, guys. So many times we've seen the scoop be the wrong amount. So, which can either leave you under or over, depending on what way it goes. Anyhow, let's see. So, no colourings there to start us off. So, all mixed up in the Review Bros shaker. I can tell you the mixability looks fantastic. It's hard to see in this light, I've got to be honest, but it does look good. We've got like literally no froth whatsoever, and yeah, no colouring. So let's see how it tastes. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Tastes like a cherry cake flavour, like a Battenberg. So I don't mind that. I think that's quite nice. Honestly, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. You're not going to complain about this one, guys. It may not be one you sip around the pool, but enjoyable, doable, all the good stuff. We move into the price of this product. How much is it going to set you back? So head on over to the official website, Ego Death Supplements. Obviously that is in Australia, so I do recommend looking for this from a local retailer, should there be one nearby you. $74.95 Australian dollars, guys. Do not be concerned. Let's translate that over. It's £41.53 for the tub. Now it does come in a nice 30 servings, as I said, and that's on the full scoop, which is good because it's not a 20-40, it's a 30-60. So at least we're going to have at least a month's worth of use out of this product. We always like to see that. Now dividing that out by that 30 serving point, I can tell you it comes in at £1.38 per go. We have a consistent scale here at Review Bros, and it drops in at a 5.5 out of 10. So it's slightly cheaper than an average product, but it's an average price. So let's see what we are getting for the money. Are the effects worthy of that price point? It's time for the label. Let's roll through this as quickly as I can. And bear in mind, guys, I'm going by the maximum amount, that 30 serving point. So starting us off, we start with the Pump Matrix Citrulline Pure, 4 grams, which is a good dose of the pure version. It's going to boost those nitric oxide levels up, giving you some pumps. So that's good to see as a start off point in any pre-workout. Then we have a Vaso 6, 600 milligrams. And I'll read that again. 600 milligrams of Vaso 6. I'm having to double check this. That's a hefty dose. Obviously that really can boost those nitric oxide levels up, really emphasizing that pump, moving the nutrients around the body, pushing blood into the muscle cell. Really good to see that. Really like that ingredient. And 600 milligrams is a hefty dose. So moving us on to the Euphoria Matrix, we start off Aurea Durensis 250, which is a very good dose. It's obviously dubbed like a natural variation of a DMHA type feel, in that it's going to give you some stimulation, it's going to boost up the central nervous system, and it's going to give you some focus. So really good to see that there at that dose. Theobromine follows at 50 milligrams, which is a little on the lower end. It's the ingredient in chocolate that dogs cannot digest, fun fact there, but it's been shown to help with a bit of stimulation and mood boosting ability. So hopefully we'll get happy in the gym on that. And Focus Matrix following a choline bitartrate, 1,000 milligrams, which is okay. It's an okay choline type, at a gram, will I say. So it's going to give you that focus point, concentration, cognition benefits in the gym. But pairing up with that, we have Tangerine Pill is N-methyltyramine, which is it's actually a stimulant, guys, as well. It gives the nice energy drive. NMT really is quite strong, and 50 milligrams is a good dose. So yeah, focus and stimulation from that. Huperzine A at 10 milligrams. I'm not even sure if that's a typo. That must be, because that is a huge dose. Obviously, it normally comes at about 100 to 400 micrograms. So yeah, this is like a lot. It's got to be a mistake. I've only just noticed that. I'm actually only just checking this label now whilst reading this label section to you guys. I'll find out about that and drop it in the comments below. And moving us on into the Energy Matrix, the bit we're mainly here for, caffeine anhydrous 375 milligrams, which is a good dose. It's going to give you that energy, that stimulation point. I'd say that's probably more than average, so good to see. Synephrine follows 30 milligrams, which is a fat burner with the energy drive behind it. So it's going to give you that metabolism point, boost it up, give you the energy. Good to see it. And theophylline anhydrous, 5 milligrams. Ooh, that's a touchy one. I'm not a fan of it because it's a prescription drug for asthma. It's supposed to help with breathing, oxygen uptake, stimulation. We've seen it before in Chemix pre-workout. We wasn't a fan of that one. We saw it in Edge of Insanity, one of the earlier versions. And it's powerful. It's powerful, but it's a risky ingredient, let's put it like that. I'm not a fan. Craig's not a massive fan. Is that going to hold this product back? We're going to go into the effects of this now. Effects time of Godshot. How does this work in reality? You guys know that drill. We take the label, we throw it aside, we are blind testing the effects of this product in reality, hitting the gym. Let's start off from the beginning. There's no beta alanine, so if you like that, it's a thumbs down. We like that, so it's a bit of a thumbs down. Doesn't give you that itchy, tingly sensation some pre-workouts do, but what comes in next is a nice wave of energy, actually quite a hefty stimulation point of energy. There's no denying this is an energy driven pre-workout, so bear in mind it's for Stim junkies, and the guys actually warned us of this. They said that it comes together a lot more potent and stronger than the label would suggest, and I for one do thoroughly agree with that point. Energy is the strongest point of this product, and in fact that theophylline makes it very, very, very hard to control. This does remind me of a couple of pre-workouts. That theophylline, it gives you the shortness of breath. There's no denying that. And that's a strange point because theophylline is actually supposed to do the absolute opposite and help with breathing. It leaves you gasping for air halfway through your set. So it's difficult to control. This pre-workout did kick my ass. What does it truly remind me of, this pre-workout? It's a combination of two pre-workouts that I don't enjoy, Craig doesn't enjoy, but we keep an open mind because some people do enjoy that. And that is one of the earlier versions, Edge of Insanity and Hero Lean by Dark Labs. It gives you an almost alpha yo feeling. And what do I mean by that? The cold chills, the cold sweats, the fever, the illness almost feeling, the goosebumps, the dribbly mouth, your mouth turns into a pond, the shortness of breath. It comes with all of those negatives that are very, very much alpha yo-y, Stim junkie-esque type of products that I do know, like I mentioned, some of you guys do enjoy that out there. If you don't like one of those sweaty, high intensity pre-workouts, I personally would keep away from this product. I struggled to train on it due to that shortness of breath, and therefore because of that the pumps despite there being actually, I enjoy those two ingredients together. I think if it wasn't for the fact that it made training so hard, I would have personally have worked up a decent pump. But because it's so hard to train on this stuff, I never got to that level of pump. So therefore it's a drawback in my personal opinion. Moving into the focus point, again, you're kind of focused on survival, you're focused on trying to breathe, you're focused on trying to get through your training session at hand, rather than focusing on killing your training session. So therefore, again, a negative to me and Craig. What would I give it out of 10? Honestly, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Now, that doesn't mean everyone's going to hate this. I gave Hero Lean a 5 out of 10. I gave the, well, we couldn't even score the Edge of Insanities, but I probably would go 5 out of 10 for that. Just simply because I know that for me, I personally wouldn't get this product. I just wouldn't. It's too strong. It's too much down the alpha yo, theophylline, crazy stim point of view. And if you guys like that, you probably would give this a high score. So if you like any of those pre-workouts as I mentioned, Edge of Insanity or Hero Lean, this would be one for you for sure. So yeah, bear all of that in mind, guys. It's a Marmite pre-workout. You'll either love it or you'll hate it. I don't just think it's one of those you'll take and be like, it's all right, just average. I think you'll love it or you'll hate it. So it depends if you're willing to take the gamble. 5 out of 10 on mine and Craig's honest effects score. Difficult to use. Final verdict on Godshot by Ego Death supplements, and it causes death for sure because it's a very hard hitting, harder than the label would suggest pre-workout. Starting us off with the taste and the mixability, I actually liked it. It was a bit boring looking back at it. It's a cherry Battenbergy style type taste. I gave it an 8 out of 10. You know, it's definitely doable. There's actually no negatives to it at all. Then price 5.5 out of 10, just, and I mean just, cheaper than your average pre-workout. Effects of the product, I gave it a 5 out of 10 for those reasons mentioned. It's a hard-hitting pre-workout. What Ego Death have said is that it hit a lot harder than they thought it would, and they are looking to rechange that label. So this is if one you want. If you want the effects I mentioned, I recommend getting your hands on it quick before they do change the formulation. So yeah, bear all of that in mind, guys. If it sounds like the product for you, you might enjoy it. If not, steer clear, obviously. We just give our honest, unbiased effects scores on these products. For me, just a bit too strong on that alpha yo-y style feeling. So yeah, if you could, please do give us a thumbs up, guys. It really helps the channel grow. Doesn't cost you guys a fucking penny. It does help us. Drop comments below, all the good stuff. Appreciate you watching. And as always, stay stimmed. And this will stim you off your bunts.